Good morning po. First of all, thank you po for allowing us to conduct this interview. So we are a civil engineering student po sa Mar SU, and we are conducting this interview po para sa subject na civil engineering orientation to know and understand po yung different specialization sa civil engineering. First of all po, can you kindly introduce yourself? How long naging registered civil engineer kayo and yung position nyo po ngayon sa company?
Actually, hindi pa ako registered kasi hindi ko pa siya totally na Pero nung nag-take ako is last 2024 pero pinurso ko na lang is mag-work muna. And then sa ngayon, ang current job ko is nasa BBC Taguig. And then site engineer yung aking position sa trabaho ko. So yun. So yun, bago ko i-take yung civil engineering talaga dati, bago ako magpulso ng civil engineering talaga before, actually, gusto ko talaga talaga siya. Nung nag-aaral pa lang ako ng elementary hanggang college, hanggang high school. Tapos, nung pumasok ako ng college, pinag-isipan ko kung ano nga ba talaga, kung itutuloy ko ba kung mag-civil engineering ako. Kasi ang second option ko is maging teacher. Pero, sa math pa rin siya na subject. And then, bago ako mag-enroll, ako kasi lumaki sa, ang nagpalaki kasi sa akin ay yung Dr. Jesusa Moncheli, yung dentist natin sa Quezon. Yung asawa niya kasi is, engineer. Yung asawa niya yung nag-inspire sa akin na ating maging engineer ka. Sabi niya, kunin mo yung civil engineer. Pero sabi ko, sige, ako lang. Sabi ko, siguro isang day lang parang mag-engineer. Kaya, hinano ko talaga siya. Although na, ang ano ko kasi doon, although na mahirap talaga yung engineering, pero kapag alam ko sa sarili mo na na-enjoy mo, kahit na mahirap siya. Parang kahit na mahirap yung math, pero kahit na-enjoy mo siya, yun lang. Kasi ang hirap kasi gumawa ng bagay na hindi mo, kahit na nahirapan ka, tapos hindi mo na-enjoy. Siguro, yun, kung paano ako napunta sa civil engineering, saka paano ako nag-start. So, yun, sa academic, una, siyempre, kailangan magaling sa technically, sa mga problem solving, yung mag-isip ka palalo ng pinakang worst na problem para pagdating sa mga examination, hindi ka naman makasap na ay ganun pala yung magiging expectation lalo na university na yung MSc before, di ba? So, mas mataas na yung magiging standard niya. Tapos, siyempre, academically, dapat talaga napapag-aralan niya lahat ng magiging topics mo at saka matuto kayo na mag-serve ka ng iba pang mga tutorials. Kasi pagdating sa problem solving, maraming pwedeng maging solution. Basta naiintindihan nyo lang yung concept, skill. Kasi pagdating sa site, natural na sa atin yung lagi tayong makaka-encounter ng mga problema. Kung iisipin ninyo, yung mga theories na napapag-aralan natin, iba siya magiging ma-experience mo sa actual. Pero, day by day, pag marirealize mo na, ayun pala yung paano na-apply sa actual, katulad ng paggawa ng schedule, kailangan mong isipin kung ano yung mga kailangan mong i-consider. Kailangan mong isipin yung tao mo, yung manpower mo, yung materialis mo, yung magiging supply, at saka sa marami pang bagay. So, kasi as engineer, lagi tayo dapat may solution sa lahat ng problema. Magiging limitless tayo. Magiging time management. Saka, kailangan yung pagiging time management mo, kailangan mong masunod yun. Kasi, once na hindi mo siya nasunod, yung una mong schedule, magkakaroon ng domino effect yun para sa mga susunod mo pang schedule. Kaya kailangan talaga maging stricto ka. So, yun, yung daily routine ko, pagpasok ko pa lang sa umaga, kailangan kong i-double check yung manpower deployment ko kung talagang nasusunod. At tapos, siyempre, pag natapos na yun, isi-check ko yung supply namin, yung materials namin, kung sufficient pa ba siya, hanggang kailan pa. And then, yung pangatlo, yung monitoring. Pag na-deploy mo na yung mga tao mo, yung monitoring na yung gagawin. Titingnan mo na kung talaga bang ginagawa ng tao mo, yung mga, yung trabaho nila. Tapos, yung main task ko talaga is yung, siyempre, aside engineer, kung nasa site ka, hindi pwedeng nasa office ka lang. Ikaw yung makakita ng operation, ikaw yung makakakita ng actual na trabaho ng tao. So, kasabay na doon, yung pag-supervise, pag-monitor, kung tama ba yung ginagawa ng mga tao mo. Araw-araw, ay nag-meeting talaga kami. Gawa ng medyo, nasa conflict na yung project. natapos na yung kontrata. So talagang monitored everyday yung nagiging accomplishment. Actually, nung college kami, meron kami, di ba may PICE na third. Pero, siya, at least parang doon madidevelop talaga yung as creativity at saka yung pagiging innovative ng mga civil engineering students. Yeah. So, kagaya nga nung una kong pasok, tama ba yung naging decision nyo na pumasok kayo ng civil engineering? So, yun. So, ang siguro yung advice ko na lang, kung andyan na kayo, very first, ang ko sa'yo, ipa-frame nyo kung talaga ba, kung yun ba talaga yung gusto niyo or yun yung talaga. Kasi sabi ko nga, kapag hindi nyo na-i-enjoy ang civil engineering, mahihirapan kayo habang patagal ng patagal. Kasi sa una, masabi nyo na, ay, mag-civil engineering ako. Pero kung andun na kayo sa point na nasa second year, third year college na kayo, doon na naramdaman na, ay, parang hindi ako para dito. So sayang yung nagiging yung oras ninyo, sayang yung ginuho ninyo na na panahon, tapos at the end of the day pa lang, magbaback out kayo. So sayang naman, so ang sa akin na lang yun, maging strong kayo doon sa magiging decision ninyo, kung ipag-puso nyo talaga yung civil engineering, and then, pangalawa, kung hindi pa kayo kung ka motivated sa pagdating sa civil engineering, mag-join kayo doon sa mga, sa mga higher na mga civil engineering din na parang mas makakuha pa kayo ng mga motivational na kahit na mahirap, tuloy-tuloy pa rin, ganyan yung mga na-experience nila before.
For the last question po, what are the biggest challenges you face in your role po? Lalo na po sa workplace na ngayon po ay nagtatrabaho na po kayo, and how do you handle them po?
Biggest challenge. Ang biggest challenge ko talaga lately is kada company, meron ka talagang may encounter na internal problem. To be honest, sa amin na yun, nakaka-experience kami siyempre as contractor, financially, yan yung unang kailangan dapat stable yung contractor. So yung company, basically, nag-start yung company namin sa pa lang, sa mga maliliit na mga item pa lang, hindi pa sa high-rise. Kasi yung project namin ngayon, high-rise building, condominium. So, masyadong mataas yung expectation, lalo na hindi po si contractor, kayo lang yung nasa loob na site, kundi marami na kailangan i-consider. So, kailangan i-consider yung magiging contractor management, yung general contractor. Kaya, sa ngayon, nung una, naging maayos yung flow ng trabaho namin. Closes na sa contract, nagkaroon kami ng malaking delay, gawa ng unang-una naging factor is yung delay ng patawag ng tao. As contractor, hindi mo siya maiwasan na hindi mo ma-experience yung ganong mga problema. Pero sabi nga, hinarap mo yan, syempre business yan pagdating sa pangungontrata, business yan So kailangan mo talaga maranasan yung ganong problema. So yung boss namin, lumaban pa rin. Pero tinutulungan kami ngayon ng general contractor natin. So yun, naging biggest challenge sa akin kasi mahirap magpatrabaho kung wala kang tao. Ang hirap mong tapusin yung schedule mo na hindi sapat yung tao mo at the same time yung materiality. So, pero ang ko naman kung paano ko siya na-overcome, unang-una, sabi ko, meron tayo talaga ng mga bagay na hindi natin kayang mag-problem. So, kung ano yung magiging decision ng nung company namin, decision kami. Pero habang lumalaban pa rin yung company namin, so, tutulong pa rin kami para sa company.
So, that's all po. We are very, very grateful po for your effort and time na mapa-unlockin kami sa interview na ngayon.
So, sana may naiintindihan kayo sa mga pinagsasabi ko.
Pero naman po.
Lang din, syempre, nasa stage kayo ng pag-aaral. Nyo talaga, enjoy nyo muna yung pag-aaral nyo. Kasi iba yung buhay pagdating sa buhay ng pagtatrabaho. Kung nasa buhay kayo ng pag-aaral, sige lang, enjoy nyo lang yan. Maraming duwa, maraming puyat, maraming pagod. Pero at the end of the day, kapag ginawa nyo yung best nyo, papakinabangan nyo yan sa future ng pangalaman.
Most common assumption mistake ng mga aspiring civil engineering is that this field is all about just building infrastructure. So, nagawa ko din po yung mistake na yun. However, ngayong tapos na ang first semester and we have in-depth knowledge about this field, madami akong na-realize. So first, civil engineering has numerous specializations that deals with different aspects of the construction process. Meron po tayong structural, geotechnical, water resource, environmental, and so on. And conducting this interview with Miss Jessica, I learned a lot about construction engineering and management or CEM. This specialization requires numerous technical skills that are crucial to develop at our stage since we are just starting our career journey. So, first of all, we must acquire numerous knowledge that we can use and apply in real situations. So, as Engineer Marciano said, kapag nasa field ka na, dapat talagang malawak yung imagination mo and scope of thinking so you can effectively address the problems in the construction site. Dapat po marunong kang mag-adapt sa situation, be professional, learn how to handle your stress, time management, and pursue career growth. Kasi if gusto mo talaga na mag-excel, you will take the initiative. Also, it's important to note that hindi lang sa pag-construct nakafocus ang trabaho natin, but we also deal with the lives of the people involved in this project. We consider client satisfaction, safety issues, and employees' well-being while in the construction process. We must know how to collaborate to ensure na all aspect ng building are on point and perfect. Kasi as civil engineers, we must always strive for the best. In terms of career alignment naman po, I think that construction engineering is very plausible for me since I want to experience on-site activity rather than just office work. I believe po kasi that the best way to learn is through experiencing it firsthand. So to achieve this goal, I will ensure to do my best to improve and grow professionally and be part of the industry in building sustainable and reliable infrastructures.
As a first year civil engineering student, I'm excited about my journey in this field. Although the initial stages can be tough, I found out that when you're passionate about what you're doing, the challenges become part of the enjoyment, which means kapag mahal mo yung ginagawa mo, nalilesen yung difficulty na naranasan mo and sometimes napapalitan to ng enjoyment. The recent interview with Miss Jessica provided valuable insights into the world of construction engineering and management, or what we call CEM, and it truly opened my eyes to the realities on this specialization. One major takeaway is how crucial communication and teamwork are in CEM. It is not only about building structures, but the foundation of it is about collaborating with the right people to make this project come to life. I also learned that good leadership, effective communication, and time management are crucial skills that I need to develop in order to succeed in this field. Managing constructions project
is far from simple.
because it requires the balancing of schedule, budgeting, and resource allocation while maintaining close coordination with your team. This can be challenging, especially when an unexpected problem occurs. But also, may benefits din to. Kasi nahasa niya yung effective, creative problem solving natin na nagpo-focus sa construction and also sa safetyness ng isang project. Overall, I am looking forward to the opportunities this field offers and determined to develop the skills necessarily to become a successful engineer in the future. The path I am taking may be demanding, but I am passionate about the journey ahead.